Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pub Trivia Experience. My name is Chris, and we are gathered here tonight for a little hot seat head-to-head action. Let's go ahead, let's meet our two contestants. First up, Huntsville, Alabama. Mike Mott, my friend, how you doing? What are you drinking?
Chris, I am doing well. Apparently, my 4-year-old just discovered that we watch television after they are in bed. She came out of her room, overheard my wife watching March Madness, and promptly said, "This is not fair," and went and locked herself in her closet. So, shout out to my wife to dealing with that while I get to come here and play some trivia, which I'm delighted to do, and drink some lovely beer. This is the Blueberry Wheat Ale from the Good People Brewing Company, which is out of Birmingham, Alabama, just a little south of here. Sounds something like this. And it's very refreshing now that it is finally warming up.
Very nice, very nice. We're gonna take a pause on the East Coast. We're gonna head out west. Albert, my friend, California, how you doing? What are you drinking?
I'm doing great. Just celebrating my daughter's first birthday, so that was excellent. And I'm drinking Junkie Rhythms, a hazy dippa from a brewery just down the street from me called Arrow Lodge Brewing. And it's with Citra, Mosaic, and Simcoe, a juicy 8.5%. And it sounds like this.
I think every time someone does the patented Tim Dipple two-step can pop, he smiles a little bit.
And gets absolutely no royalties.
No royalties whatsoever. Albert, this is not your first time on our show, but it's the first recording our listeners are going to hear you on because you're going to be part of our movie tournament as well. So welcome. We're going to be popping some at least listening cherries tonight.
I don't know what I signed up for. If this is it, I'm out. Like, just yeah.
All right. Well, I need a drink. Hold on.
Yes.
This here is from the
Even More Jesus. Is that Evil Twin?
It's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be Evil Twin, right?
Yeah. It is. I've never had this. Even More Irish Jesus.
Oh, that's a good one.
So
I've not had that one either.
But I saw this out of my my home state of Connecticut, so I had to pick it up. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that is still holy crap! That's really good.
I've not had the Irish variant of that particular beverage. I didn't even know there was one, so I'll have to find that.
Well, we're recording it just a little bit at St. Patrick's Day. This still counts.
Hey.
Well, we are going to jump in to our pregame. Albert, being that you are the rookie here, you get to choose. Do you want odds or evens in your pregame questions?
I'm going to go evens.
You're going to go evens. Mike, you're going to get the odds. Your pregame category is the NFL. So, Albert, are you a big NFL fan?
It's a different kind of football than I'm used to, but I think I think I've watched a game or two.
All right. Well, here's how this is going to go. I am going to give you two different players. They are going to be next to each other on a list. You have to tell me which player has more. All right. So this is most career earnings in NFL history. This is guaranteed money only. Right. So there's stipulation contracts. Doesn't count stipulations they've earned or didn't earn. This is their guaranteed money. And this is payouts through 2025. So to the end of this year.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Mike, I'm going to give you these not in order. That'd be really bad. I'm going to give you these alphabetically by last name. Mike, your two are going to be number 1 and number 2 on this list. Aaron Rodgers or Matthew Stafford?
That's got to be Rodgers, right? I'm going to say it's Rodgers.
It's not. Matthew Stafford, actually.
Wow. Okay.
391.3 million. Rodgers at 380.6.
Oh, come on.
All right.
Wow.
So close. All right. Albert, going over to you. You're going to get we're going at the other end of the alphabet. Tom Brady or Kirk Cousins?
I think I'd be this is going to be a trap, but that's fine. I'm going to go Brady.
It is Brady, but the reason he's so low on the list is that he routinely would take a lower salary to get more people around him.
Yep.
Tom Brady's correct, though.
That's why I would have gone Cousins. So
that's actually closer. Brady 332.9, Cousins 331.6.
Oof, tight.
All right. Mike, going back to you, you're going to get Matt Ryan or Russell Wilson.
Oof. I am going to say Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson is correct. Russell Wilson checks in at 305.3. Matt Ryan, 303.7.
Wow, those are really tight margins.
All right. Albert, you are going to get Drew Brees or Dak Prescott.
Ooh. Okay, let's go Dak.
It is Dak Prescott. Nicely done.
As long as he keeps the Cowboys from winning the Super Bowl, keep him in.
He will.
Keep those money flowing.
I've seen him play. He will. He'll routinely, by himself, keep the Cowboys out of the Super Bowl. Dak, by the way, 296.3. Drew Brees, 269.7. Mike,
he seems like a nice guy, but I'm obliged to hate him because he's a Cowboy.
He went to Mississippi State, too. So,
you know.
All right. Mike, you're going to get Jared Goff or Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, gosh. You know, I feel like Goff got a pretty good payday. So I think I'm going to go Goff.
Goff is not a bad guess. It's unfortunately not correct. Remember, Big Ben did play 18 seasons.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Big Ben came in at 267.2. Goff, 259.6. All right. Albert, going over to you. Oh, this one's kind of sweet. I got to go by first names to give you these in alphabetical order. Is it Eli or Peyton Manning?
Oh, boy. Oh. So number of seasons versus the Super Bowl win, right? Feels like a trap. Let's go Eli. Let's go mouth breather.
Eli by a hair is a correct answer. 252.2 versus 248.7. All right. And I think they both have 2 Super Bowls.
I was going to say they both have 2 rings. So
yeah, but it's Eli. Come on.
All right, Mike, we're going with you next. Is it going to be Derek Carr or Phillip Rivers?
Gosh. The fact that those 2 guys are this high on this list, though, is just anyway. I think Rivers probably played more seasons overall than Carr has. They probably paid him a decent amount to continue losing in the AFC Championship. I'm going to say Phillip Rivers.
Damn! Wow. Yes, Phillip Rivers is a correct answer.
I'm sorry.
Full on brutality there.
Hey, once they left for LA, they were dead to my wife and therefore dead to me.
I'm on board with that. Phillip Rivers 243.9. Derek Carr's at 235.6. I am in the wrong profession.
Right.
I just would assume Rivers would have made more just because he has like 40 kids, so he has to make that thing.
Fair point.
All right, Albert, you're up next. You're going to get a couple of current quarterbacks, Josh Allen or Deshaun Watson.
Oh, and how current is this?
It's through the 2025 season.
Ooh. I mean, Allen just got paid, so I'll go Allen.
Unfortunately not. It's close, but Deshaun Watson 234.7. Josh Allen sitting at 232.5.
Oof. Yeah, that's fair. That's not fair, but that's fair.
Unfortunately, Deshaun Watson did get paid too after all that crap about him came out. So, Mike, what to you? Is it going to be Patrick Mahomes or the first non-quarterback on this list, Trent Williams?
Ooh. You know, I do feel like Williams got a pretty hefty payday. And I think not as dramatically as Brady, but I think Mahomes has been inclined to kind of do the similar thing where he doesn't take quite as much money to help a team build around him. So I'm going to say Trent Williams.
Oh no. No, Trent Williams 218 flat, Mahomes 232 on the nose. So you're right, he does take less money.
But, it still gets paid. Yep.
Yeah, he still gets paid. All right, we're going to end it here if I'm not mistaken. Albert, is it going to be Von Miller or Ryan Tannehill?
Oh, I think I'm gonna go. Von Miller.
Von Miller 191.7, Tannehill 195.9. Albert, you're going to pick up 3 in the pregame. Mike, you're picking up 2. Albert, you got a 1-point lead heading into the hot seat round 1. That means, Mike, you're choosing first or second in hot seat round 1.
I'm still recovering from Ryan Tannehill being on that list. Just some of those numbers or some of those people. Anyway, I, as always, am going to go first because there's a joke here I'm not going to make about myself. But anyway.
All right, Mike, you're going to go first. 15 minutes on the clock, a nonstop barrage of trivia questions and answers are starting right now. Here we go. Mike, lemurs are only found native in the wild in what African country?
Madagascar?
Madagascar is a correct answer. Albert, what is the name of the ancient Babylonian legal text that was discovered in 1901 and is now on display at the Louvre?
I'll pass.
That'd be the Code of Hammurabi.
Of course.
Mike, we're going to head over to you. Who was the emperor of Rome when it fell in 476 AD?
Wow. I should absolutely know this, and I have no idea. I should absolutely know this, but I don't. Pass.
Be Romulus Augustus.
Okay.
Albert, because of the number of installments, which of these popular book series is considered a heptology? Is it Dune, Harry Potter, or Bridget Jones?
I know it's not Dune. Let's go with Bridget Jones.
No, it's Harry Potter. 7 books is what we're looking for there. Mike, we're heading over to you. What house was the jeweler entrusted to create the imperial eggs for the Russian emperor?
Fabergé?
Fabergé is correct. Albert, the first James Bond film that starred Daniel Craig was also the name of the first James Bond book by Ian Fleming. What was that book title?
James Bond is definitely one of my best categories. That is Casino Royale. Great book, too.
Royale with Cheese is correct. Mike, we're heading back over to you. What are Bandit and Snowman transporting to the convention in the sequel film Smokey and the Bandit Part 2?
You know, I've actually never seen Smokey and the Bandit Part 2. I've only seen the first one. So I have no idea. Cheese.
Unfortunately not. They're transporting an elephant.
Yeah, definitely haven't seen it because I'd probably remember that.
You've seen the sequel, though, Operation Dumbo.
I was literally just about to make that joke.
Albert, how old, within 2 years, how old was Queen Elizabeth II when she was crowned Queen of England?
26?
That is within 2. She was 27 years old.
There we go.
Mike, what Russian was the first man in space?
Gagarin.
Yuri Gagarin is correct. Albert, how many planets in our solar system have no moons?
2, I think.
2 is correct. Mercury and Venus. Mike, name one of the 2 commercial airlines that operated the Concorde, the first supersonic airliner to shuttle passengers around the world.
British Airways.
British Airways is correct. The other would be Air France.
Yeah, that would have been my other guess.
Albert, what Tony Award-winning musical was written by and starred former Sesame Street puppeteers?
Oh, boy. Wow, I should really know this.
Over her shoulder is Les Mis poster.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thanks for being subtle about it. God, I feel like I should know this. I got nothing.
We're here on Avenue Q.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, friends are too. All right, Mike. Who fronted the British punk band Generation X before embarking on a successful solo career in the U.S.?
That is honestly not tickling anything. Generation X, I don't recall ever having heard of. Elvis Costello.
No, Billy Idol.
Oh, okay.
All right, Albert. What appropriately named Minnesota town was actress Winona Ryder born in?
Interesting. I'm gonna say, whew, let's go kleptomaniac.
Unfortunately, not. She was actually born in Winona, Minnesota.
Oh, that was what I meant. Yeah, there we go.
Mike, which chocolate-based candy bar was originally promoted as, quote, the longer-lasting snack?
What chocolate candy bar would last long? I mean, like, I think like Milk Duds because they take forever to chew and get stuck to your teeth. That's not a candy bar. I don't know. Snickers.
Not a bad guess. It'd be Twix.
Why?
Albert,
Because there's two of them. That
I would assume so.
Okay.
Albert, what was the first name of the title character from the television hit series Bones?
I have never seen the show. Let's think. Femur.
Fortunately, not. Temperance Bones is the full name there. Mike. Summer Sloan was the name of Diane's boyfriend on the pilot episode of what classic TV show?
Cheers.
That is Cheers. Albert, what is the name of Boba Fett's ship in the movie Star Wars, or in the Star Wars series?
I have no idea. Let's think. The HMS Bounty Hunter.
Not a bad guess. It's a Slave One.
Slave One. I knew it was something one. I couldn't pull it.
Mike, in which Indian city would you find the Taj Mahal?
New Delhi?
No, that'd be Agra.
Agra. Okay.
Albert,
I knew that somewhere in the back of my head.
the line live from New York, it's Saturday night, was first delivered by which iconic SNL cast member?
Oh God. Jeez. I'll say Steve Martin.
Not a bad guess. Chevy Chase. Mike. Aside from Alice and the Mad Hatter, name one of the other two attendees from the novel Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Attendees of the Tea Party, I guess?
Sorry.
Okay, so you're looking for like the March Hare or the Dormouse?
Those are what we're looking for, March Hare and Dormouse. All right. Albert, what's the name of the process by which organisms maintain a stable internal environment?
Like homeostasis?
Homeostasis is correct. Mike, appropriately, which month of the year is National Ice Cream Month?
Appropriately, because it's the hottest month, I guess I'll say, I don't know, pick one. August.
Oh, wrong way. July.
July. Okay.
Yep. All right. Albert, which of these countries' flags does not include the color red? Italy, France, or Ireland?
Ireland.
Ireland is correct. Mike, within 15 either way, how many islands make up the state of Hawaii?
There are a lot more Hawaiian islands than I realized. If it's within 15 either way. I guess there's only like the 4 that I can name. I will say 24.
137.
Okay. Cool.
All right, Albert.
I can name 4.
At just over 5'4", or Mike Mott's height, who was the shortest U.S. president?
Oh my God.
Mike, I took a shot at the Les Mis poster behind him. I had to even the score.
No, that's fair. That's
Ouch.
fair.
I have no idea. I'll say Fillmore.
No, it'd be James Madison.
Madison.
Mike, what is the name of the cell phone ringtones that are popular with teens, as its high frequency makes it inaudible to many adults?
This is a thing?
This is a thing.
Dog whistles.
Oh, no, they're called mosquito ringtones.
Sure.
Albert, in which of these sports is the term love typically used to indicate a score of 0? Badminton, bocce, or tennis?
Tennis.
Tennis is correct. Mike, Europe and the United States face off in the Ryder Cup every year in what sport?
Golf.
Golf is a correct answer. Albert, we are young. Heartache to heartache we stand is a line from what song?
Oh, Love is a Battlefield.
Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar is a correct answer. Mike. Within 3 years either way, name the year these events took place. Pink Floyd's The Walls hits number 1. The comic strip The Far Side debuts, and their Winter Olympics are held in New York.
1980.
1980 is a correct answer. Albert, what American band recorded the Friends theme song, I'll Be There For You? The band shares its name with a famous Dutch painter and printmaker.
Yeah, this is the Rembrandts.
That is the Rembrandts. Mike, what driver has won the most Formula One championships?
Andretti.
I know, it'd be Michael Schumacher.
Sure.
Albert, what's the only country in Africa with only one syllable in its name?
Chad?
Chad is a correct answer. Mike, the basilisk has been nicknamed the Jesus lizard because it does what?
I'm just thinking of the band, the Jesus Lizard.
Mm.
Because it walks on water.
It does walk or technically run, but yes, it can walk or run on water.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Albert, who was the first female character to star in her own comic book in the spring of 1942, beating Wonder Woman to the punch? If you get this, I sign off the show.
Okay. Yeah, no idea. Captain Marvel.
Unfortunately, that'd be Sheena, Queen of the Jungle.
Sheena Queen.
Oh, I have heard
That's
of this.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mike, which game show tasked celebrity panelists with guessing the occupations of guests on the show through asking yes or no questions?
Occupations of guests. This is not ringing any bell. What do I do?
No, that show is called What's My Line?
Oh, I've actually heard of it. Okay.
Albert, heading over to you. Pimento, bell, and poblano are all types of what vegetable?
Peppers.
Sometimes they are that simple. Peppers is correct. Mike, John Eisner and Nicholas Mahut set the record for the longest tennis match, including a fifth set that finished 70-68 in 2010. At which major tournament did this happen?
Shit. I even remember this happening, and I'm trying to remember which tournament it was now. Shoot. I'm just going to say Wimbledon.
It was Wimbledon. Nicely done. Albert, Elizabeth Woolridge Grant is better known as what pop singer?
Boy, you got me. Yeah, I got nothing.
Oh, that'd be Lana Del Rey.
Ooh, okay.
I'd have guessed Lizzo.
Mike, what was the first name of the man who created Webster's Dictionary?
Noah.
Noah is a correct answer. Albert, at the 2013 Oscars, which acclaimed actress stated, "You guys are just standing up because you feel bad that I fell"?
Oh my God. No, I don't think I vaguely remember this, but no, I don't think I'm gonna get it. Yeah, I got nothing.
Oh, that's her name would be Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, that's right.
Mike,
That's right.
that's going to bring us. We have 2 questions left to the hot seat round. Mike, you're going to go first here. Known for Where the Wild Things Are and Her, director Spike Jonze got his start directing projects like Y Control, Big Brat, and Guess I'm Doing Fine. What are those projects? What type of film are those projects?
Are you just looking for music videos?
They are music videos.
Okay.
Albert, last question of the round. Who was the first male winner of the television competition show American Idol?
Oh, male winner. Boy.
Yep, I'm looking for a boy.
Yeah, okay. Was that Ruben Studdard?
It
Nicely
was
done.
Ruben Studdard. Nicely done.
Nice
Sweet.
job.
And hot seat round 1 is over. And we got a really close game because, Mike, you're going to pick up 12. Albert, you're going to pick up 11.
Yeah. So it's tied.
It's 14-14 going into your
Nice.
halftime round.
I know that it's obviously an audio medium, but there was a stretch of about 10 questions there where I'm pretty sure based on Albert's reaction, he knew every answer that I got wrong, and I knew every answer, and he was getting wrong. It was like, could we have just swapped? It would have been great.
Yeah.
You're not
National Ice
wrong.
Cream Month? Come on.
All
What was that?
National Ice Cream Month? Yeah, it was July. I mean, like,
Oh, yeah. Well, it was honestly, it was a coin flip in my head between the two.
yeah.
Your halftime question is going to be in U.S. history.
Great.
I am going to list 5 former U.S. presidents. These 5 are on the top 6 list of serving the fewest days in office. You have to put them in order from most to least days spent as president of the United States. Are you ready for your names?
Yeah.
Yes.
In alphabetical order. Obviously, the last one, by the way, William Henry Harrison at 31 days.
Yeah, I figured that was the gimme.
He's not on this list.
Right.
Your presidents are Millard Fillmore, Gerald Ford, James Garfield, Warren Harding, and Zachary Taylor. I'm looking for them to be listed from most to least amount of days in office. Again, Millard Fillmore, Gerald Ford, James Garfield, Warren Harding, Zachary Taylor.
All right. Locked in.
All right. Let's see. Ford's the only one I can say definitively, like almost to the day, exactly when he started and when he stopped. And Taylor died. Fillmore finished out his term. So for that one, it's pretty much, did Taylor die more than halfway between his term or less than halfway between his term? And then Harding, I just don't I don't remember when he died, like exactly where it was when he died. So I'm kind of flip-flopping between Ford and Harding at the top, and then Fillmore and Taylor in the middle. And I think Garfield was shot and killed less than a year, so I'm pretty sure he's at the bottom. He's the least number of days. So that's really just what I'm weighing here. You know what? I'm gonna flip those two, and that is what I'm going with. Okay. So I'm going to lock in from most to least with Ford, Harding, Taylor, Fillmore, and Garfield.
Albert, what'd you go with?
Well, I mean, I haven't looked at this since, my major in college is actually U.S. history.
Nice.
And I've got a nice row of books back here on presidents, and I'm completely full of shit because I just made this up. Basically, I remember vaguely that Taylor, I think, is pretty quick. So the order I went with was Harding, Fillmore, Ford, Garfield, and Taylor.
All right, let's go through this. Serving 969 days in office, Millard Fillmore.
Ooh. Taylor was out quick then.
Next up, 895 days in office was Gerald Ford. 881, Warren G. Harding. 492, Zachary Taylor. 199, James Garfield. I believe that means, Mike, you pick up 1?
Yep, I think that's it. Yeah, the Garfield was the only one I was fairly confident on. He was second to Harrison in terms of least number of days.
All right, and Albert, you're going to pick up 0 points on that one. Mike, you're going to take a 5-point lead going into hot seat round number 2.
That was a tough question. Good job.
Albert, you're going to be on the hook here. Do you want to go first or second in hot seat round 2?
Ooh, I will go first.
All right.
Chris, I'm going to pop open a beer real quick.
Yep, go right ahead.
It's just I picked up a Sam Adams spring pack yesterday. This is their post-season IPA. It's a session IPA, so it's only 4.5% ABV, but not bad for a session IPA.
All right, we'll take it. I got 15 minutes on the clock, a nonstop barrage of trivia questions and answers. Your time will begin after I read your first question. Albert, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Albert, complete this lyric from a song by Elton John. It's a little bit funny.
That feeling inside.
Feeling inside is correct. Mike, what country did Haiti gain its independence from in 1804?
France.
France is correct. Albert, in what African country are the Nuba Mountains located? Nuba, Nuba.
Tanzania.
Not a bad guess. They're actually in the Sudan. Mike, speaking of presidents of the United States, what U.S. state grows the most peaches?
I hope it's Georgia.
South Carolina, actually.
I miss that every fucking time too. I miss that every fucking time I do that.
Albert, what European city is home to the International Criminal Court, which tries war criminals from around the world?
My cousin lived here, The Hague.
The Hague is correct. Mike, who painted the famous art piece Girl with a Pearl Earring?
Shit, what was his name? Was that Vandermeer?
No, Johannes Vermeer.
Vermeer. Damn it. I knew it was something like that. Okay.
All right, Albert, what is the largest Spanish-speaking city in the world by population?
Boy. I'm going to say Mexico City.
Mexico City is correct.
Nice job.
Mike, what was the name of a series of public projects and programs that President Roosevelt enacted during the Great Depression?
The New Deal.
The New Deal is correct. Albert, what type of food is tara masalata? Tara masalata.
Tarama.
Salata.
I mean, I would assume some kind of salad?
Not a bad guess. It's actually either cured or smoked fish eggs. So fish eggs, similar to caviar is what we're looking for. Mike, what mountain peak is furthest from the center of the Earth?
Shit. Shit. What the hell is the name of that? Is it Chimborazo? Mount Chimborazo?
Chimborazo. Chimborazo, not Rizzo. I'm sorry, I can't give it to you.
You gave him that feeling inside when it's this feeling inside, but you're not going to give me Chimborazo?
That's fair. I'll give you the point. Damn, y'all are a little feisty tonight. That is fair.
That's completely fair. I
did give him the word off. It's fine. You're right. Mike, Albert, sorry. Albert, which of these snack brands opened a new restaurant at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles? Was it Chips Ahoy, Doritos, or Takis?
And I think you're talking about Staples because no one here ever calls it the Crypto, but I think it's Takis.
No, it's actually Doritos.
Ugh.
I know. All right, Mike. Which fictional character gives a famous speech properly known as the Nose Tirade?
This is not tickling anything for me. Yeah, I don't know. Pass. I'll say fucking like John Galt. But it's not right.
No, fictional character would be Cyrano de Bergerac.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Albert, known early in the series as McDreamy, Patrick Dempsey's character on Grey's Anatomy had what specialty?
I think he was a neurosurgeon.
He was a neurosurgeon. Mike, who has won more tennis Grand Slam titles, Venus or Serena Williams?
Serena.
Serena is correct. Albert, the Bare Naked Ladies wrote and performed the theme song for which television sitcom?
Is that God, what is that name of that terrible show? Yeah, see, okay, so I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, good.
I liked it.
Did you?
I watched about 10 of the 12 seasons of it, so yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so I hopefully get this right. Oh my God, why am I blanking on the name? It's that terrible show. If I'm not mistaken, it was supposedly filmed in Pasadena. I didn't watch any of it because I hated it.
How do you know you hated it? You never watched any of them.
Because I'd always watch a stupid like half of an episode on a flight, and then I'd be like, "This is god awful. Like, why is
Giving
anybody
you a hard
finding this
time.
funny?"
Giving you a hard time.
Oh, and thank you. So thank you, City of Pasadena, because they actually named an alleyway after this. So if this is right, it's the Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory is correct.
That's how I remember, because they named a stupid alley after that stupid show. Sorry, I'm not.
By the way, it was a very stupid show, but it was entertaining and it was very short.
It was a half hour and it was a quick watch. So yeah.
Yep.
Mike, before the laws were changed in the year 2000, within 1 year, how long was the French president's term?
Ooh, 6 years.
That is within one. It was 7 years.
Okay.
Nice.
I was between 6 and 8, so I've been right either way.
You were literally between 6 and 8. Albert, what is the English translation for the sport known as Corrida de Toros?
Bueno, si sería el corrido de toros, entonces estamos hablando de Running of the Bulls.
Running of the Bulls is correct. Mike, when looking at Mount Rushmore, which president's head is on the far right?
God, this feels like it should be so obvious. Lincoln?
That is Lincoln. Nicely done. Albert, what is the name of the empire that was founded by Genghis Khan?
God, that seems like it'd be real easy. Why can't I not? I'm saying Mongolian. I have no idea.
It's the Mongol Empire. So I'm
Mongol.
going to give that to you. Mongol Empire.
Yeah, that's what I would have said. I was like, I hope that's it, because that's what I would have said
seems
too.
too on the nose. Okay.
Mike, what musician was known as the Walrus of Love?
Oh, Barry White?
Barry White is correct. All right. Albert, which former member of the boy band NSYNC made it onto People's Sexiest Man Alive list?
I can never remember if he's. I'm say Justin Timberlake. I just can't remember if he's on the right band or not.
Timberlake is correct. Mike,
Right.
What planet is furthest from the sun but can still be seen from Earth without a telescope?
Furthest from the sun that can still be seen from Earth without a telescope. I know Neptune cannot, so can Uranus. I'm going to say Uranus.
Saturn, actually.
Oh, it is Saturn. Okay.
I like how we both had.
We were holding that.
Yeah.
All right. We're all 5 years old.
Clearly.
All right, Albert. Sanders Court and Cafe was the original name of what fast food company?
I think that's based out of Harlan, Kentucky. Is that Kentucky Fried Chicken?
That is Kentucky Fried Chicken. Mike, what German man is often credited with creating the world's first car?
Mercedes?
No, it'd be Carl Benz.
Benz, the other way. Okay.
All right. Albert, in which classic musical does Franklin Delano Roosevelt appear as a character?
Why are you giving me all the musical ones? Like I get it.
I'm literally reading the list in order.
Seriously.
I think my wife might. If I'm thinking correctly, my wife might kill me if I get this wrong. But I think it's Annie.
It is Annie. Nicely done. Mike, what instrument links Miles Davis, Harry James, and Louis Armstrong?
Oh, the trumpet.
Trumpet is correct. Albert, the late Regis Philbin repeatedly asked contestants, "Is that your final answer?" on what television show?
I'm so sorry, Mike. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Who Wants to Be?
Did I get the words right? Is that okay, Mike? Are we good? Did I miss an apostrophe somewhere?
Mike, in Greek mythology, who killed the Gorgon?
Oh God, this is embarrassing. This is a gimme, and I don't. It's my brain. Yeah, I don't. It's completely gone out of my brain. It ends in Eos. I have no idea. It's gone. I can't pull it.
You're halfway there. It's Perseus.
Perseus. God damn it! I was just like, it wasn't there. I'm reaching out for it. I'm like, what is it?
Albert, Beyonce named her 2016 album after which refreshing drink?
Lemonade.
Lemonade is correct. Mike, what pizza company introduced their own tomato wine made from, quote, ripe, juicy tomatoes infused with natural basil?
Just no. No. Domino's.
No, Pizza Hut, actually.
Okay. Just no.
Albert, according to many scientists, they estimate how many mass extinctions have taken place on Earth.
I can think of at least one, so I'll say one.
No, they actually estimate 5, which is weird
Oh.
given the Earth is only 2,025 years old. Mike, what AC/DC song do Dewey Finn's proteges play during the closing credits of the film School of Rock?
Jesus.
All the highlights of this movie. It's so great.
I know, and now I'm for some reason I'm second guessing myself, but it's the first thing popped in my head, so I'm gonna say for those about to rock, we salute you.
Oh, close. It's a long way.
It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. That's why I was second guessing myself. Okay.
All right. Albert, in the context of an email, what does CC stand for?
Carbon copy.
Carbon copy is correct. Mike, which children's playground game that used flat circular cardboard discs, which were decorated with images on one or both sides?
I'm just. I don't think it was a playground game, but I think of flat discs, Tiddlywinks.
No, this is Pogs.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
All right, Albert. In the Looney Tunes cartoons, in which state should Bugs Bunny have taken a left-hand turn?
New Mexico?
New Mexico is correct. Mike, what brand of shorts made with nylon with a drawstring waistband and often available in bright colors was popular during the 90s?
Everything I did during the 90s was not something that would have been considered popular. It's again my brain's just drawing a blank. I got nothing.
You're halfway there with your first syllable there, Mike. They're called Umbros.
You know, that was kind of that isn't dissimilar from like my brain was going. It's like something, but I was not getting in there.
All right, we got 2 last questions for you, Albert. We're going to start with you. The letters in the delivery service UPS stand for United what?
United Package Service?
Oh, no, United Parcel Service.
Parcel.
Mike, we're heading over to you. The cast of which film included James Garner, Richard Attenborough, and Steve McQueen, along with many others?
The Great Escape?
Great Escape is correct. And Hot Seat round 2 is over, and we have a lead change.
Yeah.
Albert, you're going to pick up 14. Mike, you're going to pick up 9. So, not so much a lead change
as a tie game. Yeah.
Back to a tie ball game.
Yeah.
Damn it.
God. Of course, I feel bad for giving you shit about you probably should not have given me points for Chimborazo versus Chimborazo.
He did mess up the line at the beginning.
But that was less of a mess up than the other one. Than mine.
It's done. This is how I run my game. I'm a pushover. All right. Your scores right now are 28-28. It's anybody's ball game going into your wager round. Here's how your wager round is going to work. I'm going to read you 3 categories. You're wagering solely on the category names. I will remind you the categories are straightforward. I'm not playing any games.
We are.
The rules are simple, though. You got 2 rules you got to follow. 1, you must wager whole numbers only. That means no negative wagering, no decimals, all that fun stuff. Rule number 2,
literally
one time. Never again. The total score your total wager cannot exceed what your current score is. Are you ready for your wager categories?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
All right. Your categories are as follows. The first is a tribond that'll feature a clue in literature, a clue in film, and a clue in nature. Your second category, national parks of the United States. Your third category is literature.
Literature. All right.
Oh boy.
Lock in with your wagers when you're ready.
I'm locked in.
Yep.
We're going to go question by question through this, starting with question number 1. Your category was a tribond. What word is shared by all of the following? An iconic lead from a Pulitzer Prize-winning 1960 novel, an unrelated character portrayed by Eddie K. Thomas in a series of films that started in 1999, and a series of animals known for their colorful plumage and seen natively on all hospitable continents except for Australia.
Locked in.
Okay. Locked in.
Question number 2. Your category was national parks in the United States. What national park, known as the salamander capital of the world, draws roughly 13 million annual visitors, making it the most visited national park in the United States?
I'll lock in.
Yeah, me too.
All right, moving on to question number 3, your category, literature. What term, coined by Thomas Paine in a 1516 novel of the same name, is synonymous with a highly desirable and near perfect society?
Locked in.
Chris, can you give me what's the name? Who coined the term?
You want me to read the question again?
No, I just need the name.
Thomas More?
Okay, you said Thomas. You said Thomas Paine. That's why I was confused. I'm
Did I
locked
say
in.
Thomas Paine?
You did. My answer doesn't change because I was pretty sure I knew what it was. I was just like, you did say Thomas Paine, right? Okay,
I
that's
gotta
what
go back and edit this episode now because I could swear I have more written down on the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard Pain. I knew what you were going for. Yeah.
I was pretty sure I did too. So anyway, I'm locked in.
Edit point, Chris. I'm going to reread that so I don't sound like an idiot on the actual recording.
Damn it, come on. It's more fun that way.
Damn it, Jacob. They're making me leave this in.
I'll read it again. I mean, you know.
No, it's fine. It's all good. All right. We're going to go question by question through this. We're going to go reverse order, though. We're going to start with question number 3 where I can read it correctly and finish with question number 1. The category was literature. What term, coined by Thomas More in a 1516 novel of the same name, is synonymous with a highly desirable and near perfect society? Albert, answer and wager.
So I consider myself very well read. So I wagered absolutely 0, and which is a bummer because this is pretty much utopia.
Mike?
Literature is very hit or miss, but I felt okay about it looking at some of the other categories. So I wagered 10 on this one. And to quote the Shins, tell Sir Thomas More we've got another failed attempt. This is utopia.
Utopia is correct. So, Mike, you're going to pick up 10 points there, bringing you 38. Albert, you're still sitting at 28. We move on to question number 2. The category was national parks in the U.S. What national park, known as the salamander capital of the world, draws roughly 13 million annual visitors, making it the most visited national park in the United States? Albert, answer and wager. Sorry, Mike, answer and wager.
Well, against my better judgment, I did wager points against national parks. I put 3 on this one, and I had nothing. I just said the Everglades.
Albert.
Yeah, so I love going national parks. Love, obviously Yosemite. Love going out to Dry Chattoogas, and so I absolutely wagered 0 on this as well. And to be honest, like you have to think like if there's that many visitors, it has to be some place that people can get to. So Grand Canyon seems like it's out, and so I went with Mike. I said Everglades as well as a guess.
Unfortunately, not the Everglades. This is up in the North Carolina-Tennessee border. This is the Great Smoky Mountain National Park.
Ah.
Wow. Okay.
Mike, you're going to lose 3 there. Brings you to 35. Albert, you're still pulling a Donnie Wahlberg here and hanging tough with 28. Moving down to our final question, which was that tribond.
We're going to find out if he has the right stuff.
Oh, my Lord. What word is shared by all the following? An iconic lead from a Pulitzer Prize-winning 1960 novel, an unrelated character portrayed by Eddie K. Thomas in a series of films that started in 1999, and a series of animals known for their colorful plumage and seen natively on all hospitable continents except Australia. Mike, answer and wager.
Well, the nature scared me off a little bit more. Ordinary literature and film, I'd have felt better, but the nature scared me off, so I put 14 on this one. 1960 novel, Pulitzer Prize-winning novel. I'm already at To Kill a Mockingbird, so I'm like, okay, is it Scout? Is it Boo? And then you say Eddie K. Thomas series of films immediately takes me to Finch. I didn't even pay attention to the nature part.
Albert, answer and wager.
I was so hung up on that animal's clue because the colorful plumage, I'm thinking peacock, and what the hell book is 1960s peacock? And that did not make any sense. So I had to eliminate that. That took me a minute. And so I was down to the same thing. What book? And Eddie K. Thomas sounded familiar. Then it was, Stifler's mom. And then I also came with the book. Yeah.
And you cut out there. What was the answer?
I said Finch as well. And I bet it all.
Ooh, nicely done.
Finch is a correct answer. Mike, you're going to take a loss on a national parks question.
Yep. Well, I would have taken a loss anyway because I only wagered 27 overall to leave me with one.
Oh, that's true. Albert, you're going to pick up the win here. It's going to be 56-49. Nicely done.
Good game. Good game.
Good game.
All right.
Mike. I'm chalking that loss up to Perseus. God, I'm still so mad about that one. I'm like, it's Bleus. Like, what the heck? I was so mad. You're like,
that's what, you got to pull the Bruce Campbell and be like, Nocto.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Albert, first made appearance and you beat Mike. How's that feel, my friend?
Given how shitacular I was on the movies one that's coming out, I feel pretty good, but I can get some revenge.
You weren't shitacular. You got by far the toughest set of questions that we heard that night.
You did.
I am extremely bummed, though. I will not be able to do a revenge game because, I really wanted to. Yeah, maybe next time.
We're going to get the revenge games going. We're just not going to get to tonight. So for our listeners out there, there will be a revenge episode. It will drop this week, but it will not be between these two. It's going to be a makeup game from a previous episode. I edited it myself. It's a lot of fun. You're going to enjoy it. If you want to hear that, you can head on over to patreon.com/PTEBB. That's your home for all of our bonus content, including all of our old bonus revenge games. All of those old episodes are out there on our Patreon right now. We will have both of you back on because as we roll through this movie tournament that we're going to be doing here on the Pub Trivia Experience, we're going to be using all of these old revenge games as our bonus content while that happens. So you two and I will be talking in the near future along with somebody else, and we'll get those revenge games scheduled. So Albert, I'll write your revenge game. Mike, I'll write your revenge game. I just ran out of time this week to be transparent with y'all. But those will happen, and we're going to sit down for a night. We're going to knock out between 4 and 8 revenge games in one recording. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know what?
Yeah.
Though? It's the end of spring break here in my household. It's been a long week. Did you have fun tonight?
Absolutely.
100%. Definitely.
I could not think of a more fun. I could think of a more fun way, but I'm not going
to. But Leah's already asleep, so.
Oh God!
I got a 5-year-old in my bed. Nah.
Right.
But you know what? I had a blast tonight, y'all. This is actually a lot of fun for me. Thanks for coming on, hanging out, and playing some trivia. For our listeners at home, we hope you enjoyed the show. If you can support the show, head over to that link I mentioned earlier, or check the show notes, and it's in there as well. For the Pub Trivia Experience, I have been Chris.
I've been Mike.
I've been Albert.
We'll see you next week. Until then, have a good one.